Huh? Yeah. Now it's not going to start.
Oh, it's not there anymore?
All right, Scotty.
That's that.
Okay, we are now in Huntington Beach in a very secret garage owned by Mr. Scotty Stopnik.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, we're in the secret garage. That's not too secret, really, but
Usually you have like 20 Japanese guys hiding out trying to buy things from you.
yeah, exactly. Just paying for my luxury lifestyle, the yen. No, we're in my garage in Huntington Beach, California, and
You said this bike was only like a $6,000.
yeah, it was a little different, but I picked it up, and it was a guy that actually owned it for about 30 years.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a sad story, but a good story. I mean, he just was too old to ride it, and his back was pretty blown out, and he actually met his wife on the bike.
Okay.
He told me he rode the bike to a bar, and the girl that was working the bar came out and asked whose bike it was, and they pointed to the guy, and she said ever since then, she goes, I jumped on the back of that, quit my job. She goes, we rode like 100 miles that day, and then she goes, we ended up getting married like a month later.
Okay.
And anyways, when the bike, I bought the bike from the guy, and she was crying. Actually, she left the garage and she went upstairs and was, and I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. It was like she was seeing her
part of the family.
Yeah, it was like she was seeing like her kind of memories go away. But I kind of like, I just told the guy, I do a lot of buying and selling, but I told the guy I was buying the bike to really ride it, and I ride.
Take care of the baby.
Yeah, I switched a couple things up. I switched the tanks, and I put a different front end on it. I think the Springer's like 10 over.
Yeah.
It's just a Harley Springer extended, but it was done right. They did the rear legs. I think it was actually like an early Buchanan's or something.
Okay.
But they did the legs right in the rear. It's dialed. I mean, it rides really good how it is.
But the rest of the bikes we see here, is that like bikes you have for sale, or?
No, I mean, this one, that one, the Pan right there, those are all my personal bikes.
Yeah.
Like this 51 Pan, I had it for a while, and then we kind of revamped it for our buddy Jeremiah. Had this Love Cycles party out in Arizona.
Yeah, I know.
And we kind of threw it together, and it turned out pretty badass. I'm pretty stoked on it. And then like this thing, I just sold this. It was like a little BSA Scrambler. Kind of always buying and selling to keep other bikes funded. And
How much
projects.
is a bike like this running for here? Roughly.
I don't know, like a couple grand.
Yeah.
Which it's actually an old race bike. It was raced out at Ascot in the early 70s, and
So how do you find bike like this?
honestly, I just found this at the cycle swap real early in the morning. It was dark, and I don't think anybody saw it, and I just bought it.
Yeah.
And I kind of bought it to I just wanted to ride the thing around, but that's always what happens. I find something else, and by like 12 o'clock the day, somebody already was trying to buy it, and then it was in my head, hey, and then honestly, I was getting new windows put in my house, and I didn't have the money for it, so I figured if I sold that, I could keep my family warm this winter and cold in the summer. So.
But here in the garage, there's so many things. What was your first love here? Is it skate or surfboards or Harleys or?
Yeah, surfing. That was like where it all started. And I've always just kind of, I learned how to ride longboards at a young age, and then probably when I was 12, I got like old 70s board someone gave to me.
Okay.
And then that was like just opening up a whole thing of old boards. It was really cool riding an old board from the day.
But do they really last, or do they crack, or?
Oh no, I mean, like, I don't know.
How do you take care of an old board?
Honestly, I think just ride it.
Just ride it. Okay,
I mean,
just like an old bike
then. It was like from the 70s, and it's you know, I don't know, it's been like painted and beat up, and
Yeah.
but I've had this board probably like, I think I've had this thing probably like almost 10 years. And I've ridden this thing tons, and it still works super good. It's like an old chopper, you know. You got to do a little bit of maintenance, but
Yeah.
it's like once you get it back in the water, it's like you bring the thing back to life, you know, and you give it a whole nother turnaround. So surfing, it's kind of with everything. It's just an addiction.
Do it every day, or
Yeah, I try to surf every day when there's good waves.
what's the best time of the day? Early in the morning, or?
Yeah, here in Huntington, it kind of gets windy, like midday. Gets
Uh-huh.
windy usually by 10. So surfing early.
I noticed there's quite a lot of gray hairs like me who come up there in the mornings.
Yeah, yeah.
They do that before they go to work, or
Yeah, or
retired.
Yeah, I don't know. They just, I think, probably have nothing else to do,
Yeah.
you know, or don't have jobs because there's a lot of unemployment going around right now.
Okay.
So yeah, and then just, I don't know, I go to swap meets a lot, so it's just buying crap, and it gets the stuff I like, it gets put in here, and the stuff I don't like that I do buy, I'll sell it or trade it, or
But you say people find your stuff via your blog?
yeah, some stuff I think like Instagram or the blog, or honestly, I just have sometimes people just show up randomly.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, you know, certain stuff they'll ask if it's for sale. I'll say no. Other stuff,
Yeah, it's like with the Japanese then. So they come to your house here.
yeah.
So you don't know even that they are coming. They just
Yeah,
show up
sometimes
here.
my wife will just call and be like, someone's here. Just say to shoot them, you
Yeah.
know, if they or something. I don't know. But it's not just Japanese. It's a lot of different people, you know, Americans. I don't know, like Europeans. But I prefer an email before, because
Yeah.
that way I can like avoid the email and avoid the people, you know.
Yeah,
that
for
firsthand.
sure.
I just kind of.
But I noticed, like for me, Instagram is the beauty to
Yeah,
spread the word.
it's kind of cool. I mean, with some stuff, it's cool. I mean, for all of us, like, I know we don't really have 9-to-5 jobs and don't work for really like someone who says, hey, be here at this time, you know, but you go to a swap meet and you buy something, and so you're trying to build a bike and you need money. It's like you can buy something and
Yeah.
you throw it online for more money or what it's worth, and it's kind of the game of the hustle, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people don't want to wake up at 5 in the morning and go drive 3 hours away to go dig through old junk and find that stuff. So
Oh,
honestly, to me, it's like it's kind of a rush in itself. Like you never know what you're gonna find. It's like a treasure hunt or something.
it's a treasure hunt for sure.
That is really what it is. It's kind of,
And your dad said you even go way out to Texas to buy stuff?
oh yeah, like kind of wherever. I mean,
Yeah.
if there's something really good out, you know, across the country, you know. I mean, probably in 5 years we'll be going to Japan to buy back all the cool crap we've already sold to them.
That would happen in Sweden. The Americans come back and buy restored
Yeah,
cars.
That's kind of,
We bought them in the 70s, 80s and took care of them,
yeah.
while the Americans didn't know the treasures. Hey. Here's the kids.
Yeah.
The dog. All right, Scotty. Thank you much,
You're welcome.
and good luck.